we are looking at a live shot of North Conway Village. A brilliant sunrise over the village and the church steeple. Temperatures, however, are cold. Quick reminder of what it's like to be in winter, although we're not officially there yet. 20 degrees in North Conway Village, so below freezing. But warming up, we'll tell you how warm it will get today and what our full weather forecast has in store for us coming up. Good morning, everybody. My name is Chris Prue, and this is White Mountains Today. It's the show that gets you ready for a great day in the White Mountains. And Director Matthew Bradley and I will be
I'm director.
Getting you all the information you need to make that happen. Good morning, Matt. How are you this morning? Other than, have you warmed up since you came in this morning?
Yeah, I forgot what it was like to sit in my car and hate my life. Like, I forgot what it was like to just sit down and feel the coldness on your butt and on your bottom part of your thigh, and you're just, I don't know, man. I started like part of the day like this in my car, just waiting for it to warm up. So that's how my day started, and I hate sweating. But I'm going to miss mornings where I don't have to worry about that.
It is one of those mornings where I went out anyway and started my car a little bit early so my windshields would defrost. If you have somewhere to go, I hope you either have an ice scraper or have the time to let your car warm up a little bit so your windshields are not opaque as you're driving down North Conway Village. Safety first at all times. But we have a great show on tap today. We are going to warm up. We're going to tell you all about the weather, the events happening in the area. We also have a great sneak peek at a new mountain bike video that just got done that kind of is a beginner's guide to some of the cooler mountain bike trails here in North Conway. We're also going to be joined in studio by Nate Harvey of the Eastern Slope Ski Club. They are looking for volunteers to help with the legendary program that takes place at our area schools, helping kids get on snow, and it really turns the youth in this area into sometimes world-class skiers. It's no accident that we've had some Olympians come from the Mount Washington Valley because we get our kids on snow early. But also, there's a big ski sale coming up. I believe it's next weekend, and Nate Harvey's going to tell us all about that. Also, we'll be talking with Brian Solomon of the Conway Scenic Railroad. They have a full lineup of trains from now through the winter, all sorts of seasonal events. We'll learn all about those. And we'll be playing Watch and Win for happiness itself. That's right. You can win the secret to happiness. Little did you know, is a $25 gift card to the Woodstock Inn Brewery in North Woodstock, New Hampshire. So one person will win that. That could be you. Happiness personified right there. Glass in the hand, smile on your face, good friends, warm fires, and some train lights. All right, but before we do any of that, let's get you updated on the weather forecast for the White Mountains. Again, 20 degrees in North Conway to start things, and it's a little bit cool. However, it is dry. We do notice along the seacoast, both Massachusetts and apparently now Maine as well, or occasionally Maine, as well as down in Manhattan. They have still advisories in effect. The big story, broad high pressure and a warm trend take us through the weekend under mostly sunny skies. By early next week, temperatures will warm further into the 50s and 60s. High pressure continues to dominate through next week, briefly interrupted by a weak cold frontal passage around midweek. The next chance for a more significant system holds off until next week or next weekend. So we're looking at another pleasant and dry week coming up with maybe just a bit of, you were looking for a chance of showers, looks like Wednesday or so may be your best bet for that. But otherwise, dry and warming. So, Matt, that's good news for you and your butt.
My butt likes that news. My butt's happy.
Car seat will not stay cold for long. Again, cold starting things off this morning at 20 degrees, but we're going to get up to 51 with sunny skies. Just a beautiful day. It's perfect for me because I have so much yard work to catch up on, try to winterize things, and I feel blessed to have this day ahead of me. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 21, so getting cold again. Southwest wind around 5 miles per hour. Forecast for Sunday, another beauty. Basically a carbon copy of today, sunny and 54. And then looking at Sunday night, partly cloudy, not quite as cold, but still likely to dip below freezing with a low of 30. Look at those temperatures warm up. 62 by Tuesday, and just sunshine all the way through. So that is a good forecast for early November. We'll take it. Not the best forecast for, I guess, snowmakers. It does get cold at night, but temperatures during the day will warm up. If you were planning on doing an above treeline hike today, or maybe taking the Cog Railway up to the summit of Mount Washington, you'll find Mount Washington in the clear under partly cloudy skies. Winds northwest shifting to the west, 25 to 40 miles per hour. So what we have right now is pretty much what Mount Washington will have all day long, or at least at its high point. Although we, even now, we're at 20 degrees, but we're nowhere near as windy as Mount Washington will be later in the day. So that is that's actually a big thing to consider. If you are planning a hike, I mean, the forecast looks fantastic, right? Sunshine all the way through, temperatures warm in the 50s and 60s. Do remember that Mount Washington can be winter, 20, sometimes even 30 degrees difference between the base and the summit. And this time of year, the winds really pick up, and it makes it seem that much colder. So even when it's you're having a taste of summer at the base, it's likely winter on the summit, and can cause some great problems if you're not careful. All right, that is our weather forecast. We'll update you several more times throughout the show, and we'll have a live call-in with the Mount Washington Observatory at 8:30 this morning. Some shopping news. This is a big shopping time of year. All the Black Friday ads are on TV and on the radio. Here's what you want to do. Settlers Green Outlet Village, they have an iconic event called Bring a Friend Weekend, and it's basically here. Shopping deals, great dining experiences, giveaways, and entertainment make this the biggest event of the year. Shop the best names in fashion with added festivities to make it an experience you'll turn into a tradition. In fact, I'd go a step further. I know a bunch of people who do this, and it's not a tradition, it's an addiction. Their 21st annual Bring a Friend event will take place over 10 days. It used to be a weekend, but now they've just said they might as well just turn it into a month-long event. The official event will run November 5th, which was yesterday, through the 14th, with the bulk of activities taking place next weekend, November 11th through 14th. Saturday, November 13th is the primary day for festivities, and you can check out info at settlersgreen.com. But they have all sorts of events. You can actually, they have a limited number of shopping bags. People will line up early, like 5 a.m. to be first in line to get some of the special shopping bags that they offer with special treats. Another event happening at Settlers is the pop-up beer garden. Settlers Green has partnered with Tuckerman Brewing Company to bring a pop-up beer garden to your shopping trip. Enjoy all your favorite Tuckerman beers while you join them on the green in the courtyard by Cheese Louise and Trails End Ice Cream during the Bring a Friend weekend, next weekend, the 13th and 14th. The beer garden is dog-friendly and family-friendly, operates from 12 to 4, and more info at settlersgreen.com. And so those are some fun things to do. Coming up, we have a lot more to tell you about, but right now, let's play some Watch and Win. It's very simple. We're going to show you some trivia questions. First person to get through with the correct answer will qualify for today's prize. We're going to qualify, hopefully, 5 to 6 people, and at the end of the show, we'll draw one lucky winner for, again, a little slice of happiness, $25 to the Woodstock Inn Brewery. Let's play. The goal is to get the correct answer. You're matching wits with Matthew, the director, this morning. Let's see if Matt can outwit you. According to the New Hampshire State of Wildlife Directory, which of these mammals below was unnaturally introduced to the New Hampshire ecosystem? So which is not a kind of a New Hampshire native? It's a flatlander, so to speak. From places abroad. Was it the bobcat, the house mouse, the smoky shrew, or the pilot whale? Interesting. I'd like to reason through this myself and give an answer. I know. Yeah,
it's one of those things when you think about how, species are unnaturally introduced to some places, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I think there's really only one.
Things get carried over.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, we'll let our viewers decide. Call right now, 603-356-6619. First person with the correct answer qualifies for our prize. Good morning, Watch and Win. Do you have an answer?
Yes.
What do you think it is?
Is it the smoky shrew?
Matt, is the smoky shrew native to New Hampshire?
Well, it is, but
Well,
it
it
was
is.
it was naturally introduced.
All right, good guess. Please try again. Call back, and let's go to the other line. Good morning, Watch and Win. What's your answer?
My answer is A, the Bobcat.
Is it the Bobcat, Matthew? No, good guess, but
Bobcat.
try again. No, Bobcat, definitely a New Hampshire native. It's actually one of the kind of most common wildlife mammals across the entire U.S. There's very few areas that don't have bobcats. So we're down to either the house mouse or the pilot whale. I'm going to go with the pilot whale, Matt. I think
Yeah?
I could picture like a bunch of Europeans smuggling over a pilot whale in their,
Don't let them know.
in their
Be quiet.
baggage on the Mayflower and just dumping it into Lake Winnipesaukee.
It's like Peaky Blinders. Where'd you get my pilot whales?
Good
Yeah.
morning, Watch and Win. What's your answer?
B, house mouse.
Is it the house mouse, Matt?
House mouse.
That's the winner. Who do we have on the phone?
This is Stevie B.
Stevie B. Stay on the line, Stevie B. We're going to get your information and qualify you for this prize. Where are you calling from this morning, Stevie?
I'm in Stratham, New Hampshire.
Oh, wow. All right, so you must be streaming us then.
Absolutely.
All right. Stay on the line. I'm going to put you on hold for 1 second. And see, my only concern, obviously, a mouse makes sense because the rodents can stow away on ships and
Exactly, yeah.
things like that. I just didn't know there is the house mouse the actual species. Like it's-
So, I mean, on the wildlife directory, if you go to, I think it's like wildlife.nh.us, something like that, I'm not entirely sure, they have it listed as the house mouse.
house mouse.
So I thought that, I don't know. That
I
was
know
kind
the
of
ones
cool.
that always get into my house are the white-footed mouse.
White-
Mice.
Like, hey, you white-footed mouse, get out.
Those are
Yeah.
kind of the common ones around here. But anyway, if you like that, stay tuned. We have more chances to qualify for a $25 gift card to Woodstock Inn Brewery. Quick break. White Mountains Today comes right back after this.
White Mountains Today is brought to you by the Eastern Slope Inn. Enjoy spacious suites and full kitchens in the heart of North Conway Village. And by Attitash Mountain Village. Reconnect with family and nature at our White Mountain, New Hampshire resort.
Plan a winter getaway to the heart of North Conway Village at the Eastern Slope Inn Resort. This historic inn offers sparkling, clean, spacious suites with full kitchens and modern amenities, including an indoor swimming pool and hot tub. Walk to village shops, restaurants, and outdoor activities. Book your North Conway escape. Go to esi.vacations.
Introducing Outside Plus, your home for exploration. From adventure to practice, training plans to race day events, from the backyard to the backcountry, workouts, meal plans, curated content, all from the brands you know and trust. Outside Plus, where knowledge meets inspiration.
Firefighter Maggie Gronwald knows how to handle dry weather and dry cracked skin. New Gold Bond Advanced Healing Ointment. Restore healthy skin with no sticky feeling. Gold Bond. Champion your skin.
On my travels across the country, I came across this house with water dripping from the ceiling. You never know when something like this will happen. So let the Geico Insurance Agency help you with homeowners insurance and protect yourself from things like fire, theft, or in this case, water damage. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere upstairs there's a broken pipe.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance at geico.com.
On today's program, we are playing Watch and Win. It's fun, it's interactive, it's all of those things, and you, that's right, you can win great prizes, but there are rules we have to follow. 1 win per household per 30 days, please. No Hagen prizes. When we qualify people for prize drawings, you can qualify once per drawing per household unless otherwise specified. You cannot win more than 1 prize from the same prize sponsor in a year. For example, if you win a gift certificate to a restaurant, you can't win another one from that same restaurant for the next 12 months. You gotta learn to spread the love, man. To win, your answer must match our answer. We try our best, though sometimes we make mistakes. The show director, or the supreme chancellor, as I like to call them, is the judge, and their rule is final. Prizes are non-exchangeable or redeemable for cash, and White Mountains TV is not liable for unredeemable prizes. That is all of them. Now get ready to play, because our next Watch and Win contest, showdown, whatever, is right around the corner, and you're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned right here on White Mountains Today.
The way it was is the way it is at Zeb's General Store, the ultimate New England experience. Feel what it was like to be a kid back when candy counters stretched 70 feet long and were filled with chocolate and fudge, penny candy by the pound, and old-time favorites you haven't seen in years. Explore 2 floors of delicious and unique specialty foods, toys, clothing, bath and body, and more. Unique, quality products from cottage-based companies right here in New England. Zeb's General Store is in the center of the community in more ways than one, reinvesting in village beautification and supporting community nonprofits. When you shop at Zeb's, you are a direct link in the vitality of the northern New Hampshire economy and the sustainability of locally grown businesses. Visit the best of today and yesteryear at Zeb's General Store, Main Street, North Conway Village, online at zebs.com.
Welcome back. You're watching White Mountains Today on White Mountains TV, channel 16 on Spectrum Cable in Carroll County, New Hampshire, and streaming everywhere. You can actually find us on our Facebook page. We'll be streaming there, White Mountains TV. Our YouTube page, we have actually 2 YouTube pages. One of them is called White Mountains Today live stream, and you can, just easier just to Google. Or you can go right to our website, whitemountains.tv, and you'll find us streaming on there as well. So many different ways to watch us, as Stevie from Stratham, New Hampshire just found out. He was our first qualifier this morning for a $25 gift card to the Woodstock Inn Brewery in North Woodstock, and we're going to qualify somebody else coming up in just a couple of moments. First, though, let's take a look outside with the whitemountains.tv webcam. Temperature in North Conway Village is a cold 20 degrees to start. Ignore the time on our camera. We've been trying to figure that out. I think it's jumped the gun, and it thinks it's kind of standard time again. We don't set the clocks back until tonight.
That's tonight, right?
Yeah.
We get extra hour of sleep, right?
Extra hour of sleep, Matt, yes.
I'll take it.
So you can stay up late, watch your hockey game, and still get an extra hour of sleep.
I still need
but
my
it is
extra.
it's 7:48, not 6:48 in the morning. But 20 degrees in North Conway. That part is accurate, with some clear skies, a bright sunrise over the shops of the village there in the background, and the green. So the little green. So you see the 5 and Dime, the 5 and 10 store. It's right behind kind of the street lights there.
Pretty much, it's in like direct focus, direct center.
Yeah, it's like dead center right there in the middle. While the little shop to the left of it,
it's a new shop,
is it's becoming a new location for Cheese Louise.
I saw that.
Yeah, as I believe their opening day is today. So Cheese Louise, it was started by I think some kids in high school as a food truck years ago, and now they have like a bunch of different locations. They have one right on the Kank. On the Conway side of the Kank, right next to Route 16.
That was the first one, right?
I think that was their first physical location, and then they opened one up in Settlers Green, so that's Cheese Louise in Settlers Green now, and now there's this one in North Conway Village, and I believe they still have their food truck as well. So wherever you want to get a delicious gourmet grilled cheese, you can get one now.
Yeah.
And you can watch yourself eating it on our whitemountains.tv webcam.
You can just sit in the middle of the road and stare up at the webcam.
Yeah, I mean we have had people do that. They'll go because you can also there's like a 30-second delay, and you can also go back and watch the webcam from a couple hours ago if you want to on YouTube, and people will go and wave and they'll make it a thing. They'll say, hey, check out, I'm going to North Conway. They'll call their friends down in Orlando or wherever they're from and say, because people in Orlando come here on vacation.
Right, yeah. The Orlando
they'll
magic.
say, check out the WhiteMountains.tv webcam. I'm on it right now.
Right now.
So the White Mountains TV North Conway Village Camp is sponsored by Zeb's General Store, an old-fashioned country store. Unlike anything else in New England, Main Street, North Conway Village. You can shop online at zebs.com. I just thought of a great new concept.
Let's hear it.
Zeb's unboxing or unbagging live on the WhiteMountains.tv webcam. So you go to Zeb's, you fill up your old-fashioned vintage basket full of maple syrups, specialty foods, maybe some cool toys.
Popcorn.
Some chocolate, obviously, some candy, popcorn. And then they bag it for you. They say, have a nice day. You walk outside, and immediately you go to the webcam and you start unbagging it. Because those videos are popular, right, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, the YouTube unboxing, I think, is they mostly do that for, like, PlayStations or Xboxes. I don't know how it would work on the sidewalk, though. You know what I mean?
I think it would work well, Matt.
You know what? I think that I'm wrong and you're right. How about that? I think that's a good point.
I would watch that all day long.
Yeah?
People unbagging Zeb's products.
The new segment, the
Yes.
White Mountains TV unboxing.
Let's
when
see what I got.
They start eating their, Zeb's mystery box. That's an idea, right? And you can walk out with something you didn't want.
There you go. Of course, I would be the one who got all the black licorice candy. That is disgusting.
Black licorice is definitely an acquired taste.
Yep. Some more
weirdos.
announcements to tell you about. There's kind of in conjunction, I would say, with the Settlers Green shopping weekend. This is called a girls' trip. This November, grab some of your girlfriends and head up to the White Mountain Hotel and Resort for their Girls Just Want to Have Fun weekend, November 19th through the 21st. This sounds like the week after the big Settlers Green event, but you could probably make it into a 2-weekend event if you wanted to. The 2021 Girls Just Want to Have Fun weekend will feature live music from Bruce Marshall, as well as a number of exclusive stay items, including 2 nights accommodation, goodie bags, food and drink samplings, aqua chi classes, craft vendor fair, yoga, mimosas, mani-pedis at Nail Envy, or you can visit the soaking pot at Settlers Green Outlet Village. This event is always a sellout, so call today to reserve your room. My guess is it might be sold out already, as it is coming up shortly, but if you want to try to get in there, I would call now. You can also go to their website, whitemountainhotel.com, and they have done millions of dollars in renovations there to really bring that resort to the next level, so you're going to love your stay. Fun event for the whole family. It's Christmas at the Castle. Tour the Lucknow Mansion the weekend of November 20th and 26th, festively dressed for the holidays by creative businesses and designers. Browse the Artisan Fair, take your holiday picture at the photo station, have lunch at the Carriage House restaurant, first come, first served, and enjoy grab-and-go, take-home children's craft and goodies at the most loved holiday event, Christmas at the Castle. It's at the Castle in the Clouds in Moulton Borough. In order to maintain important safety standards and limit large crowds, the Carriage House is only accessible to ticket holders, no public access. When purchasing tickets, we ask that guests select a 2-hour time slot to enjoy the event. More info is at castleintheclouds.org. So, a very fun event. They are making some changes this year, as we just discussed. It used to be that anybody could go to the Carriage House, the restaurant would be open, and there were just certain things that were wide open to the public. This year, it is a ticket-only event. Everything is ticket-only. So go to castleintheclouds.org and get your tickets, because you don't want to be shut out. But it's a lot of fun. It's, truly, it feels like one of those authentic Christmas events.
It's got to be like teleporting back in time.
It really has to be.
You got to love it,
And the food sound good, too. So at the Carriage House, first come, first serve, but it's they've got like pot pies and just warm stews and soups, and it's going to
chowder.
be delicious. It's time for a watch and win, my script says. So we have Stevie B from Stratham, New Hampshire. He was the first qualifier for our prize this morning. We're going to qualify a few more people and draw one winner at the end of the show. The prize is a $25 gift card to the Woodstock Inn Brewery in North Woodstock. If you want to join Stevie P in the qualifiers pool, call us now, 603-356-6619. Let's play Watch and Win. Here's a question. We've jumbled up letters below. What Carroll County village can you make out of them? It has to be a real Carroll County village, and it has to match the one that Matt scrambled. Call 603-356-6619 right now. Matt, can you pronounce the scrambled word?
Rientlevea.
Rientlevea. What does that sound like?
That's Latvian.
I was going to say, Latvian or something.
It's Latvian for popsicle.
Rien. Well, rien is kind of French for nothing, like the actual word nothing.
Right.
Telvea means, LV makes me think of lave, which relates to washing, so it means never washing.
This could be like a furniture item at IKEA.
I get the Rientlevea bunk bed.
Yeah, and it's an ottoman, yeah.
All right, 603-356-6619. You may have stumped him, Matt. The lines are going to light up. There we go. Here's someone who knows. Good morning, Watch and Win. What's your answer?
Is it Intervale?
Matt, is it Intervale?
Of course.
Of course it's Intervale. Who do we have on the phone? What's your name? Oh.
Hello.
Well,
Tequila.
okay, I think you said your name is Tequila. Stay on the line. Your phone's cutting out a little bit. I'm going to put you on hold. Don't go anywhere. Hopefully you're still there when I get back to you. But Tequila knew that scrambled word was, in fact, Intervale, which is a part of which town, Matt?
That is a part of the towns of Conway and Bartlett.
Conway and Bartlett co-own, co-share the town.
They have shared custody.
Yes, if you live in Intervale, you're taxed by both Conway and Bartlett, and subject to their conflicting laws and rules.
It's sticky. Yeah, you don't want to get involved with it.
No, it is a Bartlett village, a village of Bartlett. So there you go.
Shame on me.
Okay, quick break. When we come back, we're going to take a look around the White Mountains. We have another look at our weather forecast, and we have another big Thanksgiving event to tell you about, taking place at another Grand Hotel. Stay tuned.
For the secret spots, pit stops, and unknown destinations. For all that is unforgettable. We live by these words. The tougher the tire, the easier the escape.
I've made progress with my mental health. So when I started having unintentional body movements, called tardive dyskinesia, I ignored them. But when the twitching and jerking in my face and hands affected my day-to-day, I finally had to say, it's not okay. It was time to talk to my doctor about Austedo. She said Austedo helps reduce TD movements in adults, while I continue with most of my mental health medications.
Austedo can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, behaviors, feelings, or have suicidal thoughts. Common side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat, insomnia, and sleepiness. Don't take Austedo if you have liver problems, are taking Rezapine, tetrabenazine, or valbenazine. Austedo may cause irregular or fast heartbeat, restlessness, movements mimicking Parkinson's disease, fever, stiff muscles, problems thinking, and sweating.
Talk to your doctor about Austedo. It's time to treat TD. TD is not okay. Visit askforaustedo.com.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
The story of White Mountain Oil and Propane began in 1941. Since then, it's been neighbor helping neighbor for generations of customers. When you call from Chicora, they won't ask how to spell it. They'll say, "We have someone there now. His name is Bob." They have the largest storage facility north of Concord, so you won't hear "see you next week." You'll hear "be right over." They know this valley and they know what you need to enjoy it in year-round comfort. White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you.
This is White Mountains Today on White Mountains TV. I'm Chris Prue with Matt Bradley getting you ready for the White Mountains. Let's take a look around the White Mountains. This is presented by White Mountain Oil and Propane, serving this community for 3 generations. White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you. And this is one of those mornings that you're glad they're there for you, because hopefully that means your oil tank is full and your house is warm, because it is cold outside. We started off at 19 when we got in this morning. This is a view from Conway looking towards Mount Washington. It's a bit out of focus, but the cap of Mount Washington is still snow-covered. That may change, though, as we go into the week and temperatures start to rise. But temperature in Conway, we are still looking at, it's actually warming up pretty quickly out there. We're at 25 in Conway. And we'll go up now to the summit of Mount Washington. Beautiful sunrise from just a little bit earlier, and you can see some of that snow up there. It probably will be short-lived over the next few days as temperatures do rise. Current temperature on Mount Washington is 18.7 degrees at the summit, so not too much different from the valleys. Cold air tends to sink overnight, and our temperatures will be somewhat similar. But as the day goes on, we'll rise, and the summit isn't going to get too much warmer today. Back in North Conway, which we're looking at a beautiful sunrise. It's actually 8:03 in the morning. Ignore that clock at the bottom of the screen. But some temperatures around the region. It's about 25 in North Conway. Bartlett is at 24. Bretton Woods is currently sitting at 21. Lincoln, 23. Tamworth looks like 20 in a low valley there. So starting off cool, but warming up into the 50s as we go into today. We have the 5-day forecast. There we go. 51 today, 54 on Sunday, and then upper 50s and even lower 60s as we get into Tuesday. Bright sunshine throughout the day. The only real threat of really any kind of shower would be maybe late Wednesday into Thursday. There should be a weak cold front that comes through, but really just a nice, pleasant week, especially to start this month of November. That is a look around the White Mountains. Thanksgiving in Style is coming to the Omni Mount Washington Resort. They're going to be holding a Thanksgiving celebration with special events such as football showings, Macy's parade viewing, puppet shows, s'mores, family movie night, and more, all taking place throughout a 3-day event, including a special visit by Santa and Mrs. Claus. Plus, the resort's award-winning chefs will be preparing a Thanksgiving feast for resort guests in the newly renovated main dining room from noon to 8 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. Reservations are required, and you can get info at BrettonWoods.com. All right, coming up on the show, we've got Nate Harvey. He's one of our favorites. He'll be joining us to talk about the Eastern Slope Ski Club, how you can volunteer and also take advantage of their big ski sale coming up next weekend. We'll play some more Watch and Win, and at 8:30 this morning, we have a live conversation with the summit of Mount Washington. And it's all coming up right after this. We're going to leave you with a look at a new video, just finished producing it this week. It's an overview of the hurricane trails over in North Conway, kind of north of Cranmore. I have ridden them a little bit, but it's a really hard area to understand. This does a good job of really putting it all in perspective, and it's becoming one of the hottest gravity trail areas in the entire Northeast. Let's take a look. We'll come back with Nate Harvey.
Mountain biking in the White Mountains is presented by Gorham Bike and Ski, your North Conway headquarters for gear, accessories, service, and info.
The hurricane area is basically like the left side, or it would be kind of the north side of Cranmore property, and it's also different landowners, some conservation, some town, I think. And basically this area is gravity-oriented trails. Hurricane is probably the signature blue flow trail, jump trail, but it's a little bit of everything. You get a little bit of everything in one run. Starts out with some really nice tech, rooty, rocky, and then it just opens up with the vista of the valley once you get in the open cut, and then it just starts the flowy section. Nice berms, tabletops, and then you just bomb into the woods out of that clear section, and it feels like you're going a million miles an hour. For the advanced riders, further down is Canignar, which back in the day, that was a double black diamond, super steep, technical, some, loamy parts, some big gap jumps, rollers, stuff like that. That can dump you down into Pinball, which is Canignar and Pinball split off from each other, and they're both double black diamonds, and they each have their own characteristics. Or you can go all the way down the Cranmore Connector, cross the ski slope on Cranmore, and get right into Charlie's. And Charlie's is just, the best way to describe it is like a black diamond, double black diamond downhill, like flow roller coaster. I mean, the berms just, you're falling into them, you know what I mean? So it's kind of a unique, I would say, not your traditional flow trail, because it still holds a double black diamond rating. There's a couple different ways to ride this terrain and access it. What Ride NOCO has been trying to do in partnership with the White Mountain Trail Collective is make Cranmore the hub. So whether you're shuttling or you're climbing the brand new climb trail, which is, if you're looking at the mountain just up the left ski slope, you go up just as you see the condos, and you'll see a wider double track trail go into the woods and cut behind the condos. And that climb trail goes all the way up to meeting like the height of land of Kettle Ridge. And you can continue climbing on Kettle Ridge, which turns into a really nice technical single track. And that's one way to access it. Go up to Kettle Ridge, keep climbing up, and then hit the connector. Either probably go up the old connector and climb up that. You can go all the way up to Black Cap from there. It's about a 1,200-foot climb, and depending on your skill level and fitness, can take you anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half to climb up. And the other option is, what a lot of people do is plant a car down here, put the bikes in the back of the car or the vehicle or the rack or back of the truck, and shuttle up Hurricane Mountain Road up to the Black Cat parking lot. And from there, it's just a short, probably a 300-foot climb, vertical, to get in, and then you're at the top of the connector, and your options from there are just whatever trail you want to come down, just pick one. The people behind the scenes are, the people of Ride NOCO right now are basically running all the operations in the hurricane zone. And in collaboration with the White Mountain Trail Collective, you got to kind of think of it as Ride NoCo's the, trail organization that takes care of the trails after they're built and also organizes trail projects, trail days, and maintenance. And then White Mountain Trail Collective is kind of the investment. You know what I mean? They're going out, they're getting funding, and they kind of work as a general contractor after that and hire subcontractors, which would be trail builders. And the trail builders come out, build the trails that are approved via a approved plot plan or site plan. Sometimes it's a little fluid, but that's basically the process. Everybody that has come here falls in love with the area, especially if you're into gravity-oriented trails and enduro and stuff like that. Like this area in Ride NoCo was probably one of the first in the state, I think, to really, outside of a ski resort, to make legit downhill trails that would challenge even a professional rider. So yeah, just get here, check them out, and support Ride NoCo. And because everything that they're doing is to support riders and progress the sport in the area. And that's something that is pretty rare in New Hampshire. This is like mountain bike heaven. That was so sick.
Trail data used in this video is from the TrailForks app. The TrailForks app is the easiest way to navigate the trails in this video and other trails in the White Mountains. Pro features such as offline trail maps are now included with an Outside Plus membership.
Style is about being inspired. At Spruce Hurricane, our style inspiration comes from the natural beauty of our surroundings. The reds and golds of autumn leaves, shining stars glistening in the night, turquoise skies that stretch to eternity. Our collection of merchandise is as diverse as the New England weather. Footwear and outerwear may be inspired by snowdrifts and ski slopes or by pastures and open fields. Handcrafted jewelry and accessories, leather belts and handbags, sweaters and jeans or boots and jackets, all are combined with color, texture, and artistry to inspire you. Explore your style inspiration at Spruce Hurricane, where the wilderness blends with city sophistication in the heart of North Conway Village. And check us out on Facebook for your daily style inspiration.
For over 3 decades, Joseph's Spaghetti Shed has been serving delicious Italian meals with their famous homemade sauces, meatballs, and fresh breads. Enjoy all your Italian favorites, plus delicious salads and Joseph's incredible 10-inch pizzas. Some say the best in the valley. Joseph's is casual, affordable, and perfect for tired families after a day of White Mountain fun. Call ahead for takeout or grab a frozen meal for later. Joseph's Spaghetti Shed, Route 302 in Glen.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
North Conway Midas saves vacations and gets locals back on the road. Trust Midas for all your auto care needs, including brakes, oil changes, tires, and now alignments. Buying a used car? Before you spend the money, bring it to Midas for a free inspection. Local owners Ron and Kelly Monroe believe in quality work, treating customers with honesty, and giving back to the community. Trust North Conway Midas, White Mountain Highway across from the Red Jacket Hotel.
Looks like we're in a screensaver. We need to go higher. Higher, definitely higher.
We're like yodeling high. Yodeling?
No, don't do that. We should go even higher. Yeah. Let's do it. Oh.
I'm good.
Me too.
Adventure has a new look.
Let's go lower. Lower. That sounds good.
Discover more in the all-new Subaru Outback Wilderness. Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
This is White Mountains Today, back in studio, where we have Nate in person. Impersonate. Nate Harvey from...
Oh, wait, we're live, because he said mics are hot in 3, 2, and then he never said 1.
That's the trick. That's the standard. Because
that's the lead
if
in.
he says when he thinks one, you think one to yourself. He puts up the mic, and that way there's that moment of silence. Welcome back to White Mountains Today. Nate Harvey from Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center and the Eastern Slope Ski Club joins us today.
This one today.
So should we let's start with Eastern Slope Ski Club. Well, first of all, what is it?
Yes, so it's the oldest ski club in North America, as far as I know, and anybody can challenge that, I guess. But basically, it's the in-town go skiing club.
Yep.
Any kid from grade 1 to 6 in this area is going skiing this winter.
So they work with the elementary schools to get the kids
Hundreds
out on
of
snow.
children with no barrier whatsoever to get on the slope. So there's a board of directors that keeps this thing rolling, and then there's an incredible amount of volunteer help and help from the local mountains and everybody else to just get children on the snow, because that's what we do here in North Conway. We ski.
Right. Well, and it has a number of benefits, right? Because the kids are getting out there, experiencing kind of what this area is known for. Eastern Slope Ski Club has its roots back to like the Hannes Schneider days, doesn't it?
Yeah, and New Hampshire makes millions and millions and millions of dollars in the wintertime on skiing, and so it'd be nice if some of these kids stuck around and and took over some of the positions here at the mountains.
Yeah, they fall in love with the sport, they get to know the industry. It's just good outdoor fun, which our kids need these days. A little less screen time wouldn't hurt any of them.
Yeah, the hub is Cranmore for sure. We get a lot of help from them, and then there's other ski areas around this area and Nordic centers that help out with this. And so the big thing, Chris, to kind of bring it together is the volunteers and the need for them this year. So we kind of took a little bit of a year off last year for this thing, and I guess there's close to 400 volunteers that we need to make this happen to get 1,000 kids on the hill. And tomorrow's the day to go to Tuckerman's Tavern and get through.
Tuckerman Brewery.
Yes, that's what I said. Tuckerman Brewery down at Hobbs Street?
Yeah, I believe so.
Just past the Hammarina there. And that's from noon to 4. And the deal is, come with your partner, come with your kids, whatever. Just get through sort of like our session tables and learn about the club, your responsibilities, and what's expected of you as a volunteer, and get educated on how to get these kids skiing.
That's awesome. Volunteers are obviously huge. Do you need to be... I feel like I need to be a ski instructor, quality skier to volunteer to get a group of kids out on the snow. What does it take to be a volunteer?
I'd say there's a volunteer position for everyone. You don't even have to be on the snow. We have people managing children to get from the bus to the lodge, to get from the lodge to the lift, and everything in between. So you could be a beginner skier. You could be not a skier. You could be the best skier, but there's a need for volunteers.
Something for everyone. The event that's happening tomorrow, this is for returning volunteers, as well as if someone's watching this right now and just says, I just want to learn more about it. Maybe this is for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to help out.
You can return. You want to do it, or you just want to check it out and kind of poke around and see if it's. There's no charge, that's for sure. You're a volunteer.
Yep.
But you do get some benefits. You get to ski at some local ski areas a couple times a year with a little punch card that you get. So,
nice.
I don't know, there's at least $500,000 worth of skiing on that card if you can use it. Let's see what else about that. Yeah, so it's just kind of light food, some apples and popcorn and water, and there's some crafty tables for the kids to keep them occupied, and you should plan on 45 minutes or an hour or so, then longer if you want to hang out and have a beer.
And that is Tuckerman Brewery in Conway. What are the hours again tomorrow?
12 to 4.
All right.
Yep. And so it
is family friendly too. You can bring your kids. There's activities,
and it's all outside, and there's kind of like small little groups and stuff. So remember, it's all outside. If you heard Chris I don't know, 10 minutes ago, he said it was 19 degrees.
Well, it's 19 degrees now, but forecast looks really nice. We're talking like
50s
and sunny tomorrow. So.
Yeah, I think that's the forecast for the rest of the month.
There we go.
Seems like.
Not the best for snowmakers and people who want snow to cover the trails.
No, but I've seen some snowmakers out there. There's a pile of snow at the base of Cranmore. Wildcat was making snow ridiculously a lot earlier this week.
Yep.
Maybe they're just like getting the kinks out. I don't know. It's not going to stay.
Yep. So volunteer event tomorrow, and then looking ahead to next weekend, there's the big ski swap.
Yes, I think it's the 51st annual. Wow. This is a major fundraiser. It could be the biggest fundraiser for us this season. You can sell your old stuff. You can buy some used stuff. You can buy some new stuff. You can volunteer for this event. It's Thursday through Saturday is the cluster. I'm not sure if we have like a little thing we can pull up and put on the screen there, so you don't have to look at me the whole time. Maybe not. But basically, the drop-off is from 5 to 8 on Thursday.
Okay.
And this is at the community center just in town here. And let's say you don't know, what your skis are worth, if they should even be there, or how to sell them, basically. There are people that work the sale that helps sell the gear, or even when you come in and look for stuff. If you don't know what you're looking for, they can help you kind of go down the aisle and find your stuff and appraise your gear for you. How much should I ask for these ski poles? You can buy your tickets ahead of time. So if you have like more than 5 items, I would strongly urge you to go to Bob and Terry's ski outlet and go buy your tickets so you can do most of the homework before you get there, because 5 to 8 isn't a lot of time on Thursday to drop off.
Yep. Did that last year, sold a bunch of stuff. It's nice because you will see, if you're a local, you'll see stuff, from other families that you know. So everybody's just, recycling the gear as your kids get older, because you can't keep kids, in the same gear for more than like a year or two when they're growing like weeds in the elementary school
Yeah, you
level.
can stretch it a little further than sneakers, but that's...
Yeah.
So you might ask, how does the club make money on this sale?
Yeah, how does it, Nate?
Well, we take a 20% commission on your stuff. So if you sold your skis for $100, Chris, you'd walk out of there with?
80?
Sure. And the rest just goes to keep this club going. Like I said, there's no barriers to kids skiing. So if you can't afford the rental fee, which is not that much, or if you can't, get ski socks for your kid, it's going to be provided. So this is all going towards that.
And if you don't need the money and just have a bunch of gear in your basement and you want to donate it,
we'll sell it and keep all the money.
Yeah,
definitely.
And then you'll know also that local kids are benefiting from your generosity as well.
If you haven't been down your basement in 20 years, it's quite likely we will not sell your gear. So clean it up before you get there. Make it look appealing. If you're going to sell your car, you don't just run it through a mud puddle and expect it to sell. But we do have the right to refuse your gear if they're not safe, if they bindings can't be worked on anymore. So I'd say if it's over 10 years, don't bother.
All right. So if you want to sell your gear, go to Bob and Terry's, get your tickets.
Yeah, it's $1 per ticket, $1.
And the drop-off for gear is Thursday.
This coming Thursday, 5 to 8. It's dark at 5 o'clock, so plan on that. Maybe if you're going to do laps back and forth to your car, a headlamp would be good. It's rain or shine. This is all indoors for that drop-off.
And actual sale is Friday and Saturday at North Conway Community Center.
Yeah, and if you're a member, which you can sign up on our website to be a member, you get in earlier than the rest of the people. So it's only $15 to join, $20 for a family or something. So you can get in at 2 o'clock if you're a member. 3 o'clock, everybody else can just walk into the sale. We are doing masks in the community center and trying to keep it COVID-free in there.
And it's no secret why we have Olympians coming out of the Mount Washington Valley. It's because of programs like this that get kids on snow and get them exposed to the sport that they fall in love with. And
Alpine and Nordic
and
snowboard. So everything's in this sale, and it does promote all 3 of those skiing avenues this winter. And so you should, if you have any cross-country gear, sometimes we even put snowshoes and ice skates in there. There's clothing. If you have a pair of ski pants that your kid grew out of, bring them in. We'll sell them for $30. We'll do most of the work for you.
There you go.
But if you wanted to help out during the sale, we're taking volunteers too. You can check in that Thursday.
Eastern Slope Ski Club Ski Sale Volunteer Day. We're talking with Nate Harvey. Before we let you go, we are running out of time. Let's talk about Great Glen
We are not
Trail.
running out of time, actually. This is so I do, Chris, I appreciate it. Saturday from 4 to 6, you've got to pick up your gear. That's an important thing. You can't just drop it off Thursday and walk away. We're not going to mail your skis back to you if they don't sell.
Okay.
We either keep them, use them, or throw them in the dumpster. So 4 to 6, you got to come and get your money and or your gear that didn't sell. That's important to plan your Saturday that way. This weekend, next weekend at the Great Glen Trails, we're opening our ski shop 9 to 4. So you could even be there next Saturday at our ski shop shopping and make it down and collect your gear from the sale.
Very cool. Any new gear highlights for this year?
Yeah, we got a lot of good stock of off-track backcountry boots.
Nice.
So, like Nordic boots, but beefy for going through the backwoods. That was a hot item last year. We actually have that stock right now. Good selection of skis, great clothing right now, base layers, all that stuff.
If you want to look like Nate, impersonate, you can visit Great Glen Outfitters. I was admiring your craft hoodie.
Yeah, it's one of the brands we carry up there. Yeah,
very cool. But
so all three of us will be up there ready to see you today. Other than that, tomorrow is a must. You've got to go to this Tuckerman's gig to get your ESSC punch card done and go through the motions.
Get ready for winter. It's coming. It's already been snowing up in the Notch.
Totally. Yeah, we're ready. And if not, ride your bike.
All right.
Stay in shape.
Nate Harvey, Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center and Eastern Slope Ski Club. Thanks so much. If people want more information on the ESSC, they can go to the website. Do you know what that is off the top of your head?
EasternSlopeSkiClub.org. Your boy's got it up there. Yep.
There you go.
And a lot of the info there. You can become a member and get in early to the ski sale just by clicking a couple. There it is. Woo, he's got it.
He's fast on the mouse. All right.
Thanks, everybody.
We have to call the Mount Washington Observatory. They're your next door neighbors up at Great Glen Trails.
Yeah, I'll be up there in a minute checking it.
Right. Quick break. When we come back, we are talking live with the OBS. You're watching White Mountains Today.
Welcome to Woodstock Inn Brewery, an 11-time Best of New Hampshire winner. It's no wonder so many people come to play and plan to stay. Enjoy the cozy yet adventurous menu of our top-rated restaurant set inside an authentic 1890s train station, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner with indoor and seasonal outdoor dining options, a garden patio, the Dam Bar made from real beaver-felled logs, live music, entertainment, and more. Brewery tours are offered daily. Sample our classics like Pig's Ear Brown Ale, 4,000 Footer IPA, and Red Rack Ale. Or try our newest beers like Moody Brew or Mosaic Papaya Pale Ale, most of which are available for purchase in our gift shop or on tap. With 40 unique rooms and suites and a location central to many of the area's favorite family-friendly attractions, the Woodstock Inn Brewery is the perfect base camp for weddings, events, and your family's next White Mountains adventure. Visit WoodstockInnNH.com. Woodstock Inn Brewery, powered by New Hampshire.
Treat yourself to one of the most memorable golf experiences in the White Mountains at Hales Location Golf Course. Located at the base of White Horse Ledge, this 9-hole course is artfully laid out for challenging play amidst jaw-dropping beauty. End with cocktails, lunch, or dinner with a view at the newly renovated White Mountain Hotel and Resort. It's the perfect destination for a golf group outing or take advantage of the Sunday afternoon 9 Wine and Dine special. Book online at halesLocationGolf.com.
Here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me?
That's got to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
End your day in the White Mountains at the Shovel Handle Pub in Jackson. The Shovel Handle serves upscale American pub food in the incredible atmosphere of a restored 1842 post and beam barn. The food is great. Appetizers like loaded nachos, entrees like cedar plank roasted salmon, Maine blueberry and maple barbecue ribs, and Bourbon Street marinated sirloin tips, plus salads, sandwiches, pasta, and more. It's all served by a friendly and accommodating staff. Dine with views of Black Mountain, listen or relax at the bar with friends as live music plays in the background. The Shovel Handle Pub is one of New England's premier wedding venues. Located on site, Whitney's Inn offers overnight accommodations featuring 27 guest rooms, suites, and cottages, an outdoor heated pool and stocked trout pond. Alpine skiing and cross-country skiing are just outside the door, with hiking, golf, waterfalls, and summer attractions minutes away. Whitney's Inn and the Shovel Handle Pub, Jackson, New Hampshire.
Welcome to the Mount Washington Valley, where dining at great independently owned restaurants is part of the attraction. Look for the Valley Originals flag whenever you dine out. It means that restaurant is one of a kind, owner-operated, and has a history of providing great hospitality. Valley Originals are the place to go for flavor and variety. Hungry? Here are some of our favorites.
Feast your eyes on the Sicilian Sauté at Delaney's. Locally sourced Italian sausage and shrimp, sautéed with local mushrooms, fire-roasted artichokes, and tomatoes. Tossed with their 5-cheese tortellini and a tomato vodka cream sauce, served on a bed of fresh baby spinach. Menu at Delaney's.com. Head to J-Town Deli for these hearty lunch options. Chicken spinach curry veggie soup, Tuscan herb chicken sandwich with fresh tomatoes and melted provolone cheese. Quiche with bacon, roasted red peppers, grilled asparagus, and cheddar provolone cheeses. And lemon meringue, traditional whoopie pie, and an Oreo ball, all made with love. Full menu at jtowndeli.com. Find this delicious offering at the Christmas Farm Inn. Seared scallops with ginger pea and cilantro gremolata, served with roasted candied sweet potatoes. Goes well with wine, a martini, or a specialty cocktail, or a bourbon or whiskey from their pub's extensive selection. Menu at ChristmasFarmInn.com. Spend an evening at Max's at Snow Village Inn for fresh Maine Coast oysters, rack of lamb, or catch of the day. Pair it with a specialty cocktail or a selection from their upscale affordable wine list. Or go for the mouth-watering burger and a local beer. Full menu at SnowVillageInn.com.
To find directions to these and over 20 other Valley Original restaurants, visit TheValleyOriginals.com. Remember, when you see this flag, it means you found one of the Valley's signature dining experiences.
Welcome back. You're watching White Mountains Today, live from North Conway Village. It's time to go up to the top of the Northeast highest peak, Mount Washington, and talk with weather observer Steve Durham. He is an observer and education specialist. Good morning, Stephen. How are you doing?
Good morning. How are you doing this fine Saturday morning?
I am doing well. It started really cold here in North Conway Village. I think we were at 19 when we first started the show, but we're warming up into the 20s, and it looks like we have a fairly decent day on tap down here. We'll get to that in a minute, but first, what's the weather like on Mount Washington right now?
Yeah, definitely. So a decent day, definitely, and even a decent weekend expected across the region. Really, high pressure is building on in, and that's a lot for a gorgeous start to our morning. We're in the clear. You can see nice and brightly the rime ice and snow that has fallen over the last couple of days. You can be seen at the top of the summit. So a gorgeous start to the day up here. Looking at our current conditions up here, looking at the vertical profile. Maybe a slight inversion. One of our stations reading a little bit warmer than up here. Recently, our recent hour reading right around 22, 23 degrees. Our current automated thermometer is a little bit colder, probably due to a little bit of the ice and keeping it kind of a little bit on the cooler side. The temperatures down in the valley will warm up into the 40s. Up here in the summit, we expect to stay in the 20s, possibly get into the upper 20s later on this evening. Wind speeds over the last 24 hours, we had a gust yesterday up to 60 miles per hour. Our recent gust, 38 miles per hour. Been rate sustained right around 25 to 35 miles per hour for the day. Otherwise, really nice start to our day up here. And we kind of expected similar conditions today and into tomorrow with the high pressure overhead. Winds may weaken a little bit more later on today and into tomorrow, but should stay pretty steady right around 20 to 30 miles per hour. Looking at the valley forecast, gorgeous day today, mostly sunny. Temperatures getting into the upper 40s. A couple areas maybe further south may get into the lower 50s. And then tonight, another pretty chilly night, probably getting down into the lower 20s, possibly upper teens. With the clear skies and calm winds down there, it allows all the radiational cooling and all the heat during the day to escape. And a pretty chilly night expected once more. And then Sunday, another similar great day getting into the lower 50s. And Sunday night getting back down into the 20s as well as mostly clear skies and high pressure holding in overhead pretty much all weekend long. Can't really draw it up any better for an early November weekend, as we've seen in years past where we're snowing or getting nor'easters towards this time of the year, and it's usually a busy time of the year anywhere you go in New England.
Now, I think it's funny that you just said you can't get any better than that, which may be true for a lot of people. Us in the Valley, many of us are wanting to hold on to fall as long as we can. But when we were talking off air, you were like, yeah, it's good, I guess, if you like that kind of stuff. You actually like the extreme weather.
Yeah, I like the snow. I'm a skier. I'm ready for the snow and ready for maybe a couple of good snowstorms. Got to get the snow on all the ski resorts and get the skis out. It's that time of year, and I think everybody's itching. I know Killington just opened up this past Friday, and they look pretty busy. And I know everybody else is probably starting to itch now, seeing everybody else starting to open up.
It's a little bit tranquil here in the Valley over the next week or so. Any insight into when we might expect a winter return storm-wise? Our first major snow?
Right now, the forecast model is kind of showing like a little bit of a tranquil period till the middle part of the weekend, and keep an eye on maybe some kind of warmer system late next week, but that looks like it could bring cold air in behind it, and have to keep an eye on maybe heading towards the middle of the month and later into the month as we go, hopefully turning a little bit colder and hopefully a little bit colder and snowier.
And before we let you go, it is kind of that transition season where the valleys, it can feel like, early fall, as we're going to be in the 50s a lot this week, where the summits stay cold and are more wintry. What's the surface of Mount Washington like right now? Is it cramp-on weather yet up there?
Yeah, that definitely wouldn't hurt to be bringing micro spikes if you are heading to the higher summits, doing any hiking today or tomorrow, as most trails are rime or snow covered with a couple of deeper drifts out and about. We've walked around the summit cone a little bit. You can definitely see a couple of drifts that are up to 6 to 10 inches, maybe even a little deeper, just depending on what part of the mountain you're really walking on. As we did have some gusty winds earlier this week and had some light snow showers earlier on Wednesday night into Thursday that kind of got blown around. So just got to keep that in mind and be extra prepared if you are hiking to the higher summits. Make sure be properly bundled up, because it is a little bit like winter up here now.
All right, we're talking with Stephen Durham, weather observer and education specialist with the Mount Washington Observatory. On the education front, Stephen, any fun programs that we should look forward to?
Yep, this coming Tuesday, it's free to anybody. I actually have that pulled up right here. Coming up, I'll be talking about nor'easters on Tuesday at 11 o'clock. Can still register at Zoom and join me, join me on Tuesday as I'll be talking about nor'easters. Some articles, worksheets for everybody to work on, read up on nor'easters, especially back to 2018 where we had multiple nor'easters during that winter, quite some big storms. And then you can go back to previous education lesson between myself and Jackie Belafontaine, as she talked about introduction to meteorology to start the year off, weather observations, weather prediction, fronts and air masses, and then this past week we talked about thunderstorms and tornadoes. So a lot of great educational programs, and it's free to everybody. We do a Facebook Live. You can tune in Zoom, ask questions at the end, and it's pretty interactive for anybody. It's geared towards 6th to 8th graders, but anybody can really take away anything. As I say every day, there's always something new to be learned out there.
All right, Stephen, thank you so much for the information. We'll let you get back to your very busy work at the nonprofit Mount Washington Observatory. And you can find out more about Stephen and his work at mountwashington.org. Thank you, Stephen.
Yep, anytime. Hope everybody has a great day.
You too. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning, same time.
Yep, sounds good.
And that was the Observatory Report with the Mount Washington Observatory. We have your full valley weather coming up in just a bit. Coming up on the show also, we'll be talking not live, we recorded yesterday with Brian Solomon of the Conway Scenic Railroad. We have another chance for you to qualify for a $25 gift card to the Woodstock Inn Brewery, which I kind of call happiness itself. And then I forgot to mention, but everybody who qualifies for this prize today is also qualifying for a grand prize that we're going to be drawing a little bit later in the month, or actually I think right around December 1st. It's a $100 gift card to Boggs Footwear, so you can get that prize as well. You just have to answer a trivia question. So that is all going on. Some tree lighting information to pass on. The Schuler Park tree lighting is taking place on November 27th from 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. in Schuler Park in North Conway Village. Watch the largest tree in the park light up with fanfare and fun. Make a stop at the Met or the Frontside Coffee Roasters for a hot chocolate prior to the lighting. And it's presented by Community Celebrations Committee. It's always a fun event to look forward to. And, well, we can just skip that one then, since we just talked about it. All right, let's play some Watch and Win. What do you think, Matt? Oh, yes, I'm sorry. We should update people on live entertainment, because you definitely want to know where there are some smooth, silky sounds or some hard rocking accompaniment to go with your beverage tonight. So Saturday, November 6th, you will find at Deacon Street in North Conway, they have Dennis and Davey. That's one of my favorite groups. Shenandoah Pub in Jackson has Sheen and Holden. Wildcat Tavern has Jonathan Sardi. And the Woodstock Inn Brewery has the Dancing Madly Backwards Band. Sunday, November 7th, Shenandoah Pub in Jackson has Riley Parker. She's phenomenal. And then looking ahead to the week, Tuesday, it's Wildcat Tavern Hoot Night. Woodstock Inn Brewery has karaoke. And then on Thursday, it's Rafe Montegrano at Wildcat. And a quick look at Friday. Kick off your weekend next weekend with Dennis and Davey at Deacon Street, Reckless at Shenandoah, Al Schaffner at the Wildcat, and Micah's Groove Train at the Woodstock Inn Brewery. So you might be able to jam with Micah if you win this $25 gift card to the Woodstock Inn Brewery. But to get it, you could be those people. To get it, you have to call 603-356-6619 right now and be the first person to answer this question. If you're right, you're going to get into the drawing. So we're qualifying hopefully about 5 people this morning. So far, we only have 2. We have Stephen from Stratham, New Hampshire, who was streaming us, and Tila from Bartlett, who was watching us on Spectrum Cable TV, who will join Tila and Stephen in the qualifying round. In number 32 of their original comic run, which Marvel superhero narrowly avoided death in a New England lighthouse? You know, New England lighthouses are known for almost near fatal incidents all the time.
The deathly lighthouses.
Was it Ant-Man, Iron Man, Black Widow, or Daredevil? Now, I don't know this, so I'm going to try to reason through it. Iron Man, obviously, is made of metal and maybe somehow... no, I guess lighthouses aren't magnetic or anything, are they?
No,
I don't think lighthouses are. No, I mean
Ant-Man is small. I mean, he could die almost anywhere, and he could get consumed by. But even if he were consumed by a striped bass, he could probably get his way out of that one pretty easily.
I feel like a lighthouse would be a set piece of an Iron Man fight that would just get blown up because he's Iron Man and he has rockets on him. Yeah.
Black Widow, she really has no superpower. She's just like a Russian-trained spy operative, right? So
she punches and she hits. Yeah.
She could die anywhere. And Daredevil, I don't really know much about Daredevil. I think he's blind, right?
He is. You should watch that Netflix show. It's incredible.
So he just kind of, I think of Daredevil, this maybe shows my age. There was a Ben Affleck.
Yes, back in 2002 or something like that. Michael Clark Duncan played Kingpin.
So I have no idea. So let's see if any of our viewers have any idea. This is to get into the drawing for a $25 gift card to Woodstock Inn, and you'll also qualify for a $100 Boots footwear gift card. Boggs Boots footwear gift card. 603-356-6619. Pick a superhero, any superhero. Good morning, Watch and Win. What's your answer?
Well, we're going to have to go with A.
A, Ant-Man. Is it Ant-Man, Matthew? No, good guess. Try again. We'll go to the other line, 603-356-6619 to get in the drawing. Good morning, Watch and Win. Which of these superheroes almost died in a New England lighthouse? You there? Oh, I think you hung up.
Are they in a lighthouse?
They were panicking. Good morning, Watch and Win. What's your answer?
Is it Daredevil?
Is it Daredevil, Matthew? Oh, there we go. It was Daredevil. And do we have any insight, Matt, into how Daredevil almost met his match?
Cobra and another bad guy, they trapped him and they took his powers away.
Process of elimination. I knew it wasn't any of the other ones.
All right, well, fantastic. Where are you calling from this morning?
I'm calling from Dover, New Hampshire.
Oh, you're calling from Dover. Wow, all right. So the stream is active this morning. Stay on the line. I'm going to get your information. I'm going to put you on hold for 1 second. And you have joined Stephen and Tila in the drawing for a $25 gift card to the Woodstock Inn Brewery and a $100 gift card to Boggs Footwear. We have more Watch and Win and more local info coming up. You're watching White Mountains Today.
I tried a laxative that's both gentle and fast.
Great tasting Dulcolac soft chews works naturally with the water in your body in as little as 30 minutes. Puts you comfortably in control. Dulcolac soft chews.
Introducing Outside Plus, your home for exploration. From the backyard to the backcountry. Workouts, meal plans, curated content. All from the brands you know and trust. Join today.
Welcome to Barley and Salt Tap House and Kitchen, a contemporary eatery with 30 ever-changing craft beers, full bar, and a street food menu with international variety. Looking for the latest craft brew? This is the place. Seasonal shared plates, craft cocktails, killer playlists, right here. Our high-energy industrial atmosphere accommodates large parties indoors and out. Barley and Salt delivers the perfect pour in an atmosphere unique to Mount Washington Valley. Barley and Salt. Savor the hops, relish the flavor.
Overlanders and crawlers. Clubs and individualists. Newbies and not so newbies. We can all agree on one thing. The tougher the tire, the easier the escape.
I've made progress with my mental health. So when I started having unintentional body movements called tardive dyskinesia, I ignored them. But when the movements in my hands and feet started throwing me off at work, I finally had to say, it's not okay. It was time to talk to my doctor about Austedo. She said that Austedo helps reduce TD movements in adults, while I continue with most of my mental health medications.
Austedo can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, behaviors, feelings, or have suicidal thoughts. Common side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat, insomnia, and sleepiness. Don't take Austedo if you have liver problems, are taking Resprin, tetrabenazine, or valbenazine. Austedo may cause a regular or fast heartbeat, restlessness, movements mimicking Parkinson's disease, fever, stiff muscles, problems thinking, and sweating.
Talk to your doctor about Austedo. It's time to treat TD. TD is not okay. Visit askforaustedo.com.
Wildfires have reached historic levels. As fires keep raging, the need to replant trees keeps growing. So Subaru is growing our commitment to protect the environment. In partnership with the National Forest Foundation, Subaru and our retailers are proud to help replant 1 million trees to help restore our forests. Subaru, more than a car company.
North Conway Midas saves vacations and gets locals back on the road. Trust Midas for all your auto care needs, including brakes, oil changes, tires, and now alignments. Buying a used car? Before you spend the money, bring it to Midas for a free inspection. Local owners Ron and Kelly Monroe believe in quality work, treating customers with honesty, and giving back to the community. Trust North Conway Midas, White Mountain Highway across from the Red Jacket Hotel.
Ready for fun? Watch Explore the White Mountains, where we count down the best in adventure, dining, shopping, lodging, and mountain living. Plan your day with local weather, outdoor conditions, expert tips, resort news, events, and inside looks at the best experiences. Explore the White Mountains, airing daily here on White Mountains TV and online at whitemountains.tv.
Welcome back. You're watching White Mountains Today, live from North Conway. It's Chris Peru with director Matt Bradley getting you ready for a great day in the White Mountains. Let's get into the weather forecast for the Whites and surrounding areas. And it's looking pretty good right now. The headlines, seasonably cool conditions will gradually warm to above normal through the beginning of next week. Dry weather prevails. Monthly high astronomical tides continue into early next week. As you can see on this map, some tide warnings for most of the coastal New England and New York. This may cause some coastal water levels to rise into action stage. A weak cold front may bring a few showers to northern areas on Wednesday, but doesn't look like anything much. Next chance for a more significant system, likely not until late next week and next weekend. So we're looking pretty good through the beginning of this coming week. Forecast for today in North Conway is sunny with a high near 51. We're cold right now. We're still at about 26 degrees in North Conway, but warming up into the 50s. Calm winds tonight, mostly clear with a low around 21. So another night of cool temperatures. Good snowmaking weather, but not good snowmaking days. Sunny with a high near 54 tomorrow, almost like a perfect carbon copy of today. And Sunday night, clear and cold. Well, partly cloudy and cold. Not quite as cold, but dipping below freezing still. Tuesday, look at that, possibly into the lower 60s on Tuesday. All right, so that is a look at our valley weather forecast. Let's head to the summits now. Mount Washington will be in the clear under partly cloudy skies today. Winds will be northwest, shifting to the west, 25 to 40 miles per hour. The high temp of about 27. That is a look at our summits. All right. On tomorrow's show, we're going to revisit our interview with Nate Harvey that we did a little earlier today. He'll remind us about the ESSC ski sale and volunteer meeting, which is happening tomorrow, and also get us ready for skiing up at Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center. We'll also talk with Brian Solomon of the Conway Scenic Railroad about all their fun training, their schedule going through this late fall and early winter season. And we have another Watch and Win prize we'll be giving away. You can qualify for the $100 Boggs Footwear gift card, and you can win instantly tomorrow a winter activity prize pack featuring an outdoor research balaclava, Polartec fleece neck gaiter, and a 3-pack of a Boost Oxygen. So, fun show tomorrow. Hosted Rob Clark, Matt Bradley, and you never know what Matt Bradley's going to wear for his ski jersey, his hockey jersey. Matt, we haven't talked about your hockey jersey yet today.
We haven't. No, this is one I've had. I think actually I got this because I started December of 19 here, and I got this Christmas of 19. So whenever I wear my Johnny Gaudreau Calgary Flames jersey, I think of how nervous I was to come here.
And how much you've grown, and now you're not
Yes.
nervous. Now you're...
Now I'm falling asleep during the ops report. Yeah.
Matt, hello, Matt. But you're creating great Watch and Win questions, and that's the most important thing for our viewers, because it's time to play Watch and Win one more time. We're going to qualify someone for $25 to the Woodstock Inn Brewery in North Woodstock. The person who answers this question will also qualify for our monthly prize drawing for $100 to Boggs Footwear. So if you want to get into these drawings, call now, So far, we've got Steven from Stratham, Tila from Bartlett, and Scott from Dover. Who will be the next person in the qualifying pool? Another pop quiz. Name the animal being briefly described below. This species got its common name from showing the white underside of its tail as a warning of danger to other individuals. I think this is an easy one.
I would hope it's an easy one.
But
you guys need an easy one.
We shall see this. And it's always, when I see it, it's always, it always amazes me because it is like, it's eye-catching.
Right.
When you see it.
Evolutionary, you know?
Yeah, it's a good way to communicate. 603-356-6619. Which species got its common name from showing the white underside of its tail as a warning? Good morning, Watch and Win. What's your answer?
It would have to be a skunk.
Would it be a skunk, Matthew? A good guess, but try again. So it's not a skunk. I could see how the lifting of the tail as a warning led you to skunk, but remember, it's the lifting of the tail that also led to the animal's name. So those two parts weren't compatible.
Is a skunk's tail just the underside of it white, or is the whole thing white?
No, I don't think the underside. I think it's more black or potentially striped, just like the rest of it. But it's not as white as this other animal.
Right.
It's not solid.
As his tail, yeah.
But that would be a good adaptation, I think, for skunks to have. Like if their tail, the underside, like imagine if it was like just this really psychedelic like pattern and color, and it just like put you into a daze and it froze you so it could spray you better.
That would be, yeah. I'm glad that they don't have that.
Think, but for the skunk, it'd be awesome. It's kind of like I think it's called the lanternfish that lives like deep in the ocean, and it has this protrusion that comes off the top of its head. And the bottom of it is like a little light bulb.
That blinks, yeah.
And so other fish are like, ooh, look at that light. And then the fish eats them.
Oh, no, I've been eaten, yeah.
So I think skunks should do the same thing. Open up their tail. You just, like, you're amazed at the art, the intricacy of the pattern, the bright, vivid, fluorescent colors. Right. So it can really saturate you with spray.
Skunks just become like wasps, and they just enjoy making life miserable for you. That's pretty much what we're discussing.
Good morning, Watch and Win. What's your answer?
Would it be white-tailed deer?
Is it white-tailed deer, Matthew? He's digging, and he's dug. Congratulations, you are the next qualifier. Who is this?
About time. It's Willie.
Hey, Willie. You are in the running now for $25 to the Woodstock Inn Brewery. Yes, it is the white-tailed deer. Stay on the line, Willie. We're going to get your info and add you to the list of Stephen, Tila, and Scott. So I think we have time for at least one more qualifier, maybe two. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will talk with the Conway Scenic Railroad. Stay tuned.
The brand new Gorham Bike and Ski in North Conway is here to help you have fun in the outdoors. They carry a range of bikes from road bikes to full suspension mountain bikes. Store staff has local info and trail recommendations. And service technicians are ready to help with expert repairs and tune-ups. Clothing and accessories for your adventures? Gorham Bike and Ski has you covered. Winter lovers, check out their great selection of alpine skis, Nordic skis, snowboards, and split boards. Gorham Bike and Ski, 1881 White Mountain Highway, North Conway.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
For over 3 decades, Joseph's Spaghetti Shed has been serving delicious Italian meals with their famous homemade sauces, meatballs, and fresh breads. Enjoy all your Italian favorites, plus delicious salads and Joseph's incredible 10-inch pizzas. Some say the best in the valley. Joseph's is casual, affordable, and perfect for tired families after a day of White Mountain fun. Call ahead for takeout or grab a frozen meal for later. Joseph's Spaghetti Shed, Route 302 in Glen.
On today's program, we are playing Watch and Win. It's fun, it's interactive, it's all of those things, and you, that's right, you can win great prizes, but there are rules we have to follow. 1 win per household per 30 days, please. No Hagen prizes. When we qualify people for prize drawings, you can qualify once per drawing per household unless otherwise specified. You cannot win more than 1 prize from the same prize sponsor in a year. For example, if you win a gift certificate to a restaurant, you can't win another one from that same restaurant for the next 12 months. You gotta learn to spread the love, man. To win, your answer must match our answer. We try our best, though sometimes we make mistakes. The show director, or the Supreme Chancellor, as I like to call them, is the judge, and their rule is final. Prizes are non-exchangeable or redeemable for cash, and White Mountains TV is not liable for unredeemable prizes. That is all of them. Now get ready to play, because our next Watch and Win contest, showdown, whatever, is right around the corner, and you're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned right here on White Mountains Today.
Enjoy majestic views from the dining room, screen porch, or cozy pub of Max's Pub at Snow Village Inn. Feast on Maine Coast oysters, fresh catch, juicy steaks, and craft cocktails served by attentive staff. Max's Pub, Snow Village Inn, Eaton.
All right, welcome back to White Mountains Today, live from North Conway. We are in our studio right now, but about to head outside. Yesterday, I caught up with Brian Solomon of the Conway Scenic Railroad. We met in Schuler Park, where they happen to be mowing the lawn, unfortunately. But it was a good interview. They have so many train rides coming up this late fall holiday season and winter. We're going to learn all about it right now with Brian. Hey everybody, it's Chris Prue on location in Schuler Park, North Conway Village, in front of the historic Conway Scenic Railroad, here with Brian Solomon, and we're going to talk about some fall and winter train rides that you can do this upcoming season.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things on. I always like to tell people our season used to end like at the end of October. Not anymore. Not anymore. We do trains throughout the winter, really. Right now, we're coming into our winter part of the season. It's a beautiful day here, and we're running daily, pretty much right up to Thanksgiving. We've got our Bud Car Million. Bud Car's a little self-propelled one-unit car, classic train. Actually has a lot to do with this railroad in that the 1950s and early 60s, if you'd come up from Boston to North Conway, you would have traveled on a Bud Car. The Bud Company of Philadelphia built the Bud Car. It's got 2 Detroit diesels in it. Classic train. You might get a sense that I like the Bud Car because those are the kind of trains I used to travel on as a kid. So we got the Bud Car on Monday through Thursday. We've got our regular Valley train set on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And again, we're making 3 trips every day on the Valley. We also have the Mountaineer on up till Thanksgiving, 2 days a week, so Tuesdays and Saturdays. People told me we shouldn't run the Mountaineer because no one would ride it in November. And I will advise you, if you want to get a ticket, you better do so soon because it's selling out. Once we're after Thanksgiving, we're looking at our Santa's Holiday Express, which will make 1 trip a day on weekends, 12 o'clock departure from here, or 12 o'clock boarding, I should say. We want everyone here by 12 o'clock, and they'll have a Santa-themed excursion down to Conway and back, and it's a tradition here at Conway Scenic. Coming into January, we're going to do a couple of steam excursions with our 7470, but then from Martin Luther King weekend through the end of February, we're going to be running our snow train to Attitash. They'll make multiple round trips on weekends, and the last 2 weeks of February, all through those 2 vacation weeks, we're running every day. So that's snow train. So that's going to be really exciting.
You have a full couple of seasons ahead of you. We're here on a beautiful November morning. You could actually probably heard people cutting the grass, probably for the last time this season, in the background, but right in the middle of North Conway Village. So many activities, and as we get into the season, families visiting, there are fewer things to do as we in between the fall and the winter season. So if you're looking for a fun activity, this is a great idea. Tell me the difference between, again, the Valley train and the Notch train.
Okay, the Notch train's now the Mountaineer. The Mountaineer is our premier product. That's the train. It's a 4.5-hour journey. It goes up over Crawford Notch. You get the incredible vistas. You should bring your camera. Yeah. You know, that's the big scenic trip, and it uses a 1950s era streamlined train. Wow. The Valley train, as we call it, that's the Conway and Bartlett runs, uses a 1920s era traditional train, and it's aimed to recreate the experience of traveling from town to town in the classic golden age of the railroad. And that's actually one of our more popular trips, because we got the really cool old cars, which in the summertime the windows open. It's very popular with families with children because it's just an hour and a half, depending on the trip you pick. It's not too long. You get a nice sense of what the Valley's like. It's just kind of I actually prefer the Valley over the Mountaineer a lot of days because it's relaxing. I fall asleep every time I get on it, but I'm not recommending that. But if you want a nice relaxing trip, it's a lot of fun. And again, during the week we've got that Bud Car on to do the Valley run. Yeah. So
and it's nice because you see mountains, rivers, fields.
Yeah.
You go through Conway Village, and it's the perfect length for a family too.
Yeah, it's not the super scenic trip. You will see the moats. You cross over the Saco a couple of times. It has some nice scenery, but it's more about the whole experience of what it was like to ride a train back in the day. It's like 100 years ago, this is how people traveled, and that's what the train's about.
And I think that's something that's really cool when you think about the Conway Scenic Railroad. Is these are heritage excursions. This isn't an attraction that was built up recently, for families to go around on these little
that's a
tracks.
Question we get. People think that they go, why are we coming back the same way we went out? It's like, well, this wasn't built this is not Disney World.
Yeah.
This was a real functioning for-profit railroad back in the day, and we've inherited this one little bit up here, plus the mountain line over the mountain. But this is all real. I mean, this station was built 1874 as the gateway to the White Mountains. I mean, that's the real McCoy. That's my office right there.
Yeah, it's almost like a nice view, nice corner office there. But it's almost like riding in like a real-life living museum, so to speak. It is really stepping back in time to a whole different era.
Well, I always have to warn people that if you do take the Mountaineer, once you get past Bartlett, you can put your cell phone away because it won't work. There's no cell coverage up there, which is often a problem for us.
Another reason to take the train.
Yeah, it's kind of nice because all of a sudden you don't have to worry about that. It's something else. Look out the window because your phone doesn't really going to function the way you want it to. I see that as a perk.
Right.
And we've got dome cars. Bud-built Vista domes will give you a spectacular view. We've got a variety of other types of combination, first class, coach class, premium class. We got all different types of coaches. The Mountaineer will start up again. If you miss the November season, it'll start up again in June. And we gradually run more and more days throughout the summer. October is our most popular time. We run every day.
Right.
I'd like to run twice a day, but that's probably a push.
For tickets and information on when trains run, they can go to the website?
Yep, the website's really probably the best way to do it. So it's conwayscenic.com. We also have, you can call our ticket office, 603-356-5251.
Brian Solomon, Conway Scenic Railroad. We'll let you get back. I know you have a lot of work to do.
We've got a lot of work to do. We're keeping busy. We got people coming now to ride the train. Our trains generally depart during the day. The Valley train departs at 11, 12:30, 2:30.
And we've got to move from here because the town of Conway is about to mow us.
They're going to mow us right over. I know it's crazy. It's November, and look how green the grass is.
Come to North Conway Village, Conway Scenic Railroad, and stay tuned to White Mountains TV.
Over 75 years ago, the Saunders family started White Mountain Oil and Propane to serve this community. White Mountain Oil and Propane was there to deliver range oil, install modern oil heating systems, and introduce new leading-edge appliances. Today, White Mountain Oil and Propane is still run by the Saunders family, and it's the area's premier energy retailer, delivering premium fuel products across northern New Hampshire and western Maine. 3 generations, that's dependability. That's White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you.
With DirecTV Stream, I can get live TV and on demand together. Watch Serena Williams, Wonder Woman. Serena, Wonder Woman. Serena, Wonder Woman.
You cannot be serious!
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
For skin that works as hard as you do. Don't settle for silver. 7 intense moisturizers to help stop dry skin before it starts. Gold Bond Healing Lotion. Champion your skin.
Enjoy majestic views from the dining room, screen porch, or cozy pub of Max's Pub at Snow Village Inn. Feast on Maine Coast oysters, fresh catch, juicy steaks, and craft cocktails served by attentive staff. Max's Pub, Snow Village Inn, Eaton.
Walk to ski trails at award-winning Attitash Mountain Village in New Hampshire's White Mountains. Sparkling clean, spacious suites are perfect for families and couples. Rooms feature private kitchens and access to on-site amenities like outdoor hot tubs, indoor swimming pool, cross-country ski and snowshoe trails, and sleigh rides. Book your winter getaway. Go to amv.vacations.
Welcome back to White Mountains today, live in North Conway. Lots of activities you can still do today, although the summer attractions are mostly closed and the ski resorts haven't yet opened up for business here in the White Mountains. There's still activities. Conway Scenic Railroad, first and foremost among them. Lots of great train rides, Valley trains, Mountaineer trains into Crawford Notch, and coming up soon, those holiday Santa Express trains. Those are a lot of fun. Also, an activity that I really recommend is Mystery New Hampshire escape rooms in the Mountain Valley Mall in North Conway. My first reaction when I first played it, it took a few minutes for me to get used to it. Because I hadn't done one before, went in and played, and once I figured out kind of like how it works, I really, really got into it. And it was a lot of fun. You can play with entire family, group of friends. It's very social. And the thing is they keep it moving too. So you have an hour to get out of this room, and it's not like you're going to be stuck on the same puzzle for the whole hour. There's like a game master who's watching you through cameras, and there's a screen, and so he will type in clues and give you hints. And so the game does keep moving, and it's a lot of fun. So those are a couple of different activity ideas. Let's see. Also, here is something fun coming up. It's an exclusive jewelry show. Artie Yellow Horse Jewelry is returning to Spruce Hurricane in North Conway Village on November 16th through the 17th for a showing of their extensive and artisanal jewelry collection. Keep attuned to their Instagram and Facebook pages for more info leading up to the event. But yes, Native American, Navajo, lots of turquoise. I have met Artie before. She does brilliant work, and that is at Spruce Hurricane right in North Conway Village. It's another great activity for a early November day, just walking in the village, grab a cup of coffee at one of your favorite coffee shops, and then head over to Spruce Hurricane, Zeb's General Store, and others. And now, I think this is going to be our final qualifier of the day. So, we're giving away $25 gift card to Woodstock Inn Brewery in North Woodstock, New Hampshire. It's if you're in North Conway, it's a great drive over the Kank. If you're in Lincoln, it's right next door. It's one of New Hampshire's 3 original craft brewers. They make great beer. It's a great, great restaurant. Love it over there. Probably push the outdoor patio season. I bet that's still open today. They have some heat lamps outside. Also, you'll qualify for a $100 gift card to Boggs Footwear. So, in today's drawing, we have Stephen from Stratham, Tila from Bartlett, Scott from Dover, Willie from North Conway, who will join them in the qualifier pool. We'll draw one winner for the gift card to Woodstock, and everybody will also be put into the drawing for the Boggs Boots. That's not until like December 1st. Of the book titles below, which is a real Stephen King novel? Which one is real? The rest are fake. Is it Hematoma, The Glistening, The Eyes of the Dragon, or Big Trouble in Bridgeton? I think Matt just wants to make this one quick.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think this one is pretty easy, but you never know. Hematoma, The Glistening, The Eyes of the Dragon, or Big Trouble in Bridgeton.
In all fairness, when I mean, considering that I know the answer, I would never expect him to make a book titled this, like the real one, you know? So.
Yes, that is true. And being from Maine, you never know what Stephen King is going to, where he's going to set his...
That's what it is. It's just because he's from Maine. You never know what he's going to say.
All right, let's go. Good morning, Watch and Win. What's your answer?
Is it D?
D, Big Trouble in Bridgeton. Is that your... That's
my answer.
Okay, did Stephen King write a novel called Big Trouble in Bridgeton? Nope, good guess, but try again. Of course, there is always Big Trouble in Bridgeton. That's why there's no need to write a book about it.
Precisely,
it's kind of redundant. Yeah. All right, let's go back to the phones. Which one of these is real? Good morning, Watch and Win. What's your answer?
C, Eyes of the Dragon.
Is it The Eyes of the Dragon? You have to say yes.
Oh, yay.
All right, who do we have on the phone?
Anne-Marie from Bartlett.
Anne-Marie, so that's our second Bartlett winner, written in 1984, Eyes of the Dragon. Stay on the line, Anne-Marie. I'm going to get your info. So Anne-Marie will be our final qualifier. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, we're going to announce our winner, and we'll preview tomorrow's show. Give you one last look at the weather forecast, too.
Discover Health Movement membership is an all-online program that people can do from anywhere, at any time. There are 3 classes. One is Discover Yoga, the other is Movement for Longevity, and the third is Self-Myofascial Release. Now, each of those classes, again, adds a different technique or a different focus so that each person is going to get what you optimally need wholly in order to be an optimally mobile and healthy person. This is what it's all about, the variety of balance, strength, flexibility, cognitive improvement. That's what it's all about. Give you and my patients the tools they need to fix themselves. So you don't have to spend a bunch of money and take time off from work or whatever, and you don't have to, not go hiking because you need to come see a doctor. Who wants to do that? You want to go hiking, you want to go skiing, you want to do what you want to do. Yes, we've been here for about, 15 years now, and I have focused on, with the people that come to see me, the local community. But the whole point of Discover Health Movement membership is way beyond our local community. It's about being people from anywhere can access this material.
A couple of times when I've had body aches, I've gone to Trish Murray, Dr. Trish, and she's found the little spots that were hurting me, and she'd push on it and twist me up, and then like a pretzel, and then gently she'd unwind me. Just go unwind me, and then she goes, "How's that feel?" And then it felt great. It felt good. So, it's a little humor to it, but that's how I describe it.
When I first came here, I was suffering with plantar fasciitis. I couldn't walk. I was hobbling for 3 years between the movement class and the help I got from Dr. Trish, and some of the courses and learning how to relax. I conquered that, and that was pretty amazing. And I stayed with the movement class because I found there were certain secrets unlocking from Jim about mind-body connections. And it was very intriguing for me.
To learn anything about what we do, just go to my website, discoverhealthfmc.com.
Ready for fun?
Get your keepsake fall edition of Mount Washington Valley Vibe free at newsstands now. Each quarterly issue is professionally showcased, filled with bold, inspiring photography and stories depicting life in the valley. Get yours before they're gone. Online at mwvvibe.com.
The way it was is the way it is at Zeb's General Store, the ultimate New England experience. Feel what it was like to be a kid back when candy counters stretched 70 feet long and were filled with chocolate and fudge, penny candy by the pound, and old-time favorites you haven't seen in years. Explore 2 floors of delicious and unique specialty foods, toys, clothing, bath and body, and more. Unique, quality products from cottage-based companies right here in New England. Zeb's General Store is in the center of the community in more ways than one, reinvesting in village beautification and supporting community nonprofits. When you shop at Zeb's, you are a direct link in the vitality of the northern New Hampshire economy and the sustainability of locally grown businesses. Visit the best of today and yesteryear at Zeb's General Store, Main Street, North Conway Village, online at zebs.com.
This is Original, a Valley original. This is family dining, fine dining, international seafood steak. This is independently owned, right here and only right here. It's live music, a margarita, a martini, a local brew. It's fresh from the sea and farm to table. This is a Valley Original restaurant. Look for this flag over 20 of the Mount Washington Valley's best independently owned restaurants, or browse restaurants right now at thevalleyoriginals.com.
Plan a winter getaway to the heart of North Conway Village at the Eastern Slope Inn Resort. This historic inn offers sparkling clean, spacious suites with full kitchens and modern amenities, including an indoor swimming pool and hot tub. Walk to village shops, restaurants, and outdoor activities. Book your North Conway escape. Go to esi.vacations.
Wrapping things up on a White Mountains Today Saturday morning. Temperatures, let's see, are they above freezing yet here in the Mount Washington Valley? You know, it's like we're still flirting with the freezing mark. Temperatures getting up into hopefully right around the 50-degree mark today. But yeah, we're at 33 now in North Conway. So 33 in North Conway, 31 in Bretton Woods. Looks like 26 over in Lincoln, 31 in Tamworth. A really nice day on tap, sunny with low winds. Let's look at our 5-day forecast for the valley. You can see today sunny 51, Sunday 54 and sunny, 59 on Monday, 62 on Tuesday, and Wednesday 54. So a bright sunny week with really pleasant temperatures. Looks like the next big chance of a storm system could be very late this coming week or next weekend. That is look at the Valley weather forecast. We qualified several people. I think we had 5 qualifiers this morning. We had Stephen from Stratham, Tila from Bartlett, Scott from Dover, Willie from North Conway, and Anne Marie from North Conway. I have gone and assigned a random number to each of them, 1 through 5. I'm going to have Matt choose a number.
Have me?
At random, yes.
Man, I guess I just forget what it's like to, I don't know, do a Chris Proulx show, because usually...
Rob, what does Rob puts them on Post-its and...
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I mean, I can do that.
I'm doing it on Google because the pressure's too much for me, and I wish I could, I should have done it on that laptop. Oh, well. This picked number, you said through 5, right?
1 through 5.
Number 1.
Number one is Scott from Dover. So congratulations to Scott from Dover. You have got yourself $25 to the Woodstock Inn Brewery. And all those people, even if you didn't win that prize, you are still in the running for a $100 Boggs gift card. We're going to put you into that drawing. We're going to draw a winner, I believe, on December 1st. And a little tip, if you want to get in a very easy way, just go to our website, whitemountains.tv, click Win Prizes, and there's an online form. You can just enter it. You don't even have to answer a trivia question. We just want people in the drawing for a $100 Boggs gift card. On tomorrow's show, we're going to revisit our interview with Nate Harvey about the ESSC ski sale and volunteer event tomorrow. Also with Brian Solomon, the Conway Scenic Railroad, and we'll be playing Watch and Win for a winter activity prize pack featuring an Outdoor Research balaclava, Polartec fleece neck gaiter, and a 3-pack of Boost Oxygen. Tomorrow morning, 7:30 to 9:30, live right here in North Conway with host Rob Clark. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching.